Hey, my name is Samara, but I also go by Sam or First Time Panner, and any of those that you want to call me, you can. This will be yet another one of my What's in My Travel Bag videos, and last time I was leaving on a trip for 2 weeks, and now I'm only going to be gone for 1 week, and we're also in April, so now this is like definitely a springtime makeup bag for me. Yet again, I have my Sephora makeup bag, so yeah, I just love this makeup bag. I'm always able to fit everything I need for really any length of trip in here, and I'll just show you what I'm going to be using for the next week. So here's what this looks like in here. It's pretty full. I even have all of my brushes. I'm not bringing a sponge, just like last time. I'm only bringing brushes, just because the only cream product I have in here is my concealer, and I use this concealer, well, this is an eyeshadow brush from Rose Inc, but I use it for concealer. And then the other brushes I'm bringing are the same as last time, the Sonia Kashuk full travel set, and that's this fluffy powder brush. I just washed these last night, but then I did use them for my makeup today, so some of them might be dirty. But this big powder brush, this brush that I use for blush or highlight, I'm not even bringing I'm not bringing powder blush or powder highlight, so actually I'm gonna take this one out. I'm just deciding that now. But then this one is my bronzer brush, and I use it for cream or powder bronzer, but I'm only bringing, as you'll see, powder products. And then this is my blush brush that I also use for cream or powder, but only bringing powder. And then the three eyeshadow brushes I'm bringing are this super fluffy blending brush, this shader brush, which is like pretty fluffy too for shader brush, and then this kind of like all over eye brush, which is like a medium density, I would say. And for eyes, I'll start with my eyeshadow palettes that I keep in this pocket here, and I'm just bringing two. So I'm bringing the Sigma Earthy palette, which looks like this. It's a green palette. I actually have this green on my eyes right now with my my hot jalapeno quad. This is my Project Level Up, and then one of my eyeshadow sticks for my Flesh Them Out project, and this is in my No Pan Left Behind, so I'm hoping to complete it while I'm there. And another eyeshadow palette that's in my No Pan Left Behind, which is the other one that I'm bringing, is my Sephora Dahlia palette, and this is also just kind of like my go-to travel palette, so I'm killing two birds with one stone by bringing this with me. So I'm really excited to use this again. This is my favorite travel palette, especially for spring. There's my painting in the mirror, and I am bringing one more eyeshadow product. So in this pocket on the other side, I have the rest of my eye stuff, and the other eyeshadow I'm bringing is this Tarte Quick Stick. This is in my Flesh Them Out project. I'm bringing this for the why can't I think, the eyeshadow stick that's on this side. It's a champagne color that I'll most likely use on my inner corner since I have a lot of yellow toned eyeshadow. And then it also has an eyeliner on the other side, but this is like a red eyeliner, so I don't think I'm gonna be using that. Well, maybe I'll use it actually somehow with like the reds in here. I don't know, but this is what it looks like, and this is a scratch of my hand from Rosie. But yeah, those are the swatches. I also have my two kind of just the only eyeshadow primers I have. So the Milani eyeshadow primer and the NYX glitter primer. You see this in every one of these travel bag videos. And then I'm bringing two mascaras. I'm bringing the Too Faced Better Than Sex mini that's in my The Office project pan, and then also my L'Oreal Lash Paradise that's in the same project. This one's a black and this one's a dark brown, and I'm only bringing one black eyeliner. It's this Pat McGrath Labs. Okay, it literally just fell out. I had to pick it up because this thing is not in, like, it's not attached to the base anymore, so I'm hoping that while I'm there I finish it so I don't have to deal with it anymore. But it's just an opaque black eyeliner, and it's actually the eyeliner that I'm wearing now as well, and it's in my Partners in Cream project. The last thing in that pocket is my eyebrow products, and I have my Milani Express Brow in the shade I don't remember, and I can never find the shade on here. Sorry, it's a dark brown. And then I have my Milani liquid brow wax and my Kosas air brow that I use together. So in these two pockets here, I have my powder foundation from L'Oreal. It's the True Match in the shade W5. And this is also the same powder that I brought with me on my last trip. And I'm starting to get a really good dip in here. You probably can't see it, but I can already start seeing a tiny bit the like ridges on the pan. Maybe I'll have pan by the time I come back and film the second part of this video, who knows. But the other face product that I'm bringing is my Hoola Desert Retreat face palette with a bronzer and a blush, the same one that I brought on my last trip. So this is in my deck of panning, and I'm still trying to wear away the imprints on these shades, so hopefully I can do that while I'm there. I always forget about these two. The last two face products I'm bringing are my NYX Pore Filler Primer. I've never tried this. It's just a little mini, and I figured I'd bring it with me for travel. And then my mini Laura Mercier Concealer, which is in my deck of panning, I believe. I brought this with me last time as well, but since then I've taken the stopper out, so it's just like gooped on there, and hopefully I'll be able to finish it. Oh no, it's so messy. Hopefully I can finish it while I'm there, because I just want to be done with this. Last, at the bottom of the bag, I have all my lip products, and it's actually not that many. I have my Revlon lip liner in the shade Sienna, which is in my That's So 2000s project, and I'm trying to finish this in the next 2 weeks, so I'm hoping I can do that. That's what it looks like, and that is my only lipstick type product. I'm bringing my ColourPop lip primer to put under that, and then I'm bringing 2 different lip glosses so I can kind of change up the look of this lip liner lipstick type product. This is the Sigma lip gloss in the shade Dazzling. I actually don't know if the shade is still made anymore. I got it on clearance and I can't find it on the website anymore. But I'm also bringing the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Lava Cake, this super dark brown, and I'll swatch both of these. Oh, both of these glosses are in my The Office Project pan. I literally put this in the project for the prom terrible packaging because I hate brush tip applicators, but the gloss is nice. Here's what they look like. This looks really, really pretty on camera. In my last like 5 or 6 videos, this is the gloss that I was wearing on my lips, and it's so pretty. I love it so much. So that is everything that I'm bringing. I'm hoping that I'll have everything I need. I will say one thing that I'm not bringing that I know I probably will end up needing is a setting spray. I'm probably gonna regret not bringing one, but in my last video I was like, the one thing that I should have brought that I didn't bring was a setting spray, and I looked dry the whole time, blah blah blah. But I only have one setting spray right now, and it's the Milani Dewy setting spray, but that one, the top comes apart really easily, and I don't want to put that in a travel bag because I know it's just going to pop open and make a mess, and there's no point in bringing it. So I'm not bringing it, and I didn't want to buy one. Well, I really couldn't buy one anyway because I'm currently on a makeup no buy. So I don't have a setting spray. I'm hoping that things work out anyway. But other than that, I think I have all my bases covered. I'm only going for a week, so I don't really need that much stuff. But yeah, we'll see how I do now. I'm back. My stomach is growling, and I look haggard because I just got home. I'm so tired. I haven't had any water, and honestly, I am the epitome of haggard right now. And Roxy and Rosie are under my bed instead of like cuddling with me. I've been gone for a week. They just wanted access to underneath my bed again. That's what they're excited about. But I'm here for my recap of, you can probably hear Roxy. I'm here for my recap of my makeup bag that I used for my spring trip out of town for a week. And there actually are a few things in here that I bought in the Sephora sale that I'm gonna kind of sneak out of this bag. This is my first time even opening it since I got back. I'm not gonna talk about them yet because I didn't use any of the makeup I bought in the sale, so I don't really need to talk about it, and I want it to be a surprise for my makeup recap video, which you can watch at the end of the month. Yeah, I'll get started with my brushes. So I used this is so sad, I used every brush that I brought. The only thing is I dropped this one on the floor after the first day, and I didn't feel like I brought like a sachet of makeup brush cleaner, and I didn't want to open it just to clean one brush. So after the first day I didn't use this one, but for my like fine-tuning purposes I just kind of used the other end of this concealer brush. It's meant to be an eyeshadow brush anyway, so if I needed to do anything very precisely I just used this. But yeah, that's it for the brushes. These all came in handy. My last trip taught me exactly what I need. Pretty much everything that I brought I used to like the full extent that I could use it. Not having a setting spray wasn't as bad this time around because it's not as dry as where I was before. Luckily I wasn't in another desert. I did still want something to add a little moisture to my face because the primer that I brought, the NYX, I think it's called like the pore filling primer, I don't even know, I threw it away because I finished it while I was there. Literally today was my last use on it. If I can, I'll insert the video that I took of this. I hated this primer, I'm not gonna lie, I hate panned it. The only reason I kept using it, I honestly probably would have been better off not using primer, but I finished it because I wanted another like half credit from my beauty bank. But this was like an absolute hate. There go my pipes again. I will never buy this primer ever again. I'm so glad I got it as like a free sample trial thing. It was terrible. I'm kind of bummed that I had to use it because I was out of town and that was my only option. And I just wanted to have it as an empty. I wish I could have like combined it with something else at least, but it was like so dry. I didn't figure this out until the day before I left, so yesterday, but you have to use like double the amount of primer just to make it work, because you have to like, okay, once you like rub it into your fingers to like spread it across your face, all of the moisture that's in the primer, it's like one of those kind of like, it has a little bit of like a slime texture where it's like wet but the moisture evaporates very quickly. So in order to even get like enough moisture on your hands to like rub it into your face and for it to feel halfway decent, you have to use like double the amount of primer that you usually would. So first of all, it's a waste. Second, it like makes your face dry, and I know it's like most pore filling primers are also mattifying, but you don't have to be dry to this extent where I could barely even get my powder foundation onto my face because the surface of my face was so dry. There was like no cushion to it, nothing. And then the worst part of this primer was every single time you would use it, it would sputter everywhere. And this is like one of those squeeze tubes that like refills with air every time you squeeze it, so like it'll just stay puffy the whole time because it's always refilling with air whenever you let go of it. So it would happen every single time you used it. You couldn't like squeeze out the air bubble and then after that it's good. It would sputter in like all different directions every single time you used it, come out in like super tiny pieces, and it would fly everywhere. The first time I used it, a big chunk flew onto my, I'll show you it, a big chunk flew onto my eyeshadow palette, and if you can see the chunk right here where I had to dig out the eyeshadow, it's because the blob that fell onto here immediately started separating. So like the primer part and the moisture part like separated, and the moisture started leaching into the powder immediately, and there was so much moisture from the primer that leached out of it that I had to dig out an entire chunk of this pan to get the wet spot out so that I wouldn't like get mold or anything. Luckily this is a super big pan and I'm never gonna finish it anyway, or else I would have been like PO'd, because that's so ridiculous. Like whoever designed that primer was clearly like not in their right mind. They should be out of product development. I'm gonna finish my rant about that primer here, but yeah, terrible. Please don't buy it. If you were thinking about it, don't get it. Other than that, I was really happy with everything I brought. The only thing I didn't use was these two pans in this eyeshadow palette, not because I dislike it, but the last few days I was visiting family, and you know, where I'm from, they're not like necessarily old-fashioned, but they appreciate more toned down makeup, and I didn't really want to scare them with like bright berry red eyeshadow. And then I also stopped using this lip primer halfway through because I just realized like it was so much easier to put this on my lips without the lip primer. It didn't last as long, but the lip primer just made everything dry as it's supposed to, and then I would have to like drag this across my lips over and over again just to get this on, and I was kind of over it. I was like, I'm just gonna use it without the primer. I'll reapply if I have to, and this isn't a project pan to finish anyway, so reapplying isn't necessarily the worst thing. And then I did really like the fact that I had these two lip glosses to like change up that lipstick. I only used this one day. I was mostly just wearing pretty much every day this lip liner all over my lips and then this lip gloss on top of it. But one day I actually wore all three of these together, and then one day I just wore the two glosses together. So that really worked out. Right now I have a combination of this lip liner and then my Milani teddy bear and my That's So 2000s project on top, and I actually really like this combination. I think I'm gonna wear these together until that project finale, which is coming up next week. The only other thing I didn't use was the eyeliner side of this duo because it's burgundy. Obviously I wasn't gonna use it on my eyes. I was thinking I was gonna use it when I was wearing like the red eyeshadow, but I didn't end up wearing it, so I didn't use it, of course. But yeah, I'm really this is probably like my best makeup bag I've packed so far. You know, practice makes perfect. I'm really excited for the next time I travel, which I don't know when it'll be, and I don't really have travel money like that, but I'm excited for another trip and to pack my makeup bag and see what else I'll be using and panning at that time and what I'll think to bring. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being kind to me with the way I look. I didn't touch up my makeup at all except for my lipstick, so I know I look a mess, but thanks for not being a hater about it. I appreciate it. I love you all so much, truly, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you have a great day. Bye.